I've been a worrier. I have been an overthinker, and it affects my peace. It makes me not feel good. As a human being in this existence, I want to feel good. I don't want to spend my life worrying and overthinking and not being present and experiencing life. That sucks. You know, one of the biggest things that I've worried about is, some of you know that I hurt my back recently. I haven't been able to run and play sports for 9 months. I'm an active guy. I like playing soccer. And it's something I've worried about is, what if my back never gets better? What if I can never hike again? I'm a nature guy. I love hiking in mountains and stuff. What if I can't do that again? It's a thought, man. And it sucks thinking like that, because I know it doesn't actually help my back. It does nothing to help. All it does is affect my peace of mind. And I don't want to do that. And I've worried about texting people. What are they going to think of me? When are they going to respond? I've worried about, am I going to get a good grade on this? Is my YouTube video going to do good? All of this stuff does not help, and it sucks, and it affects my peace of mind. So I'm going to share the things that have helped me so much with this overthinking, with worrying. And I feel like, of course, I still worry and overthink from time to time. But for me now, from where I was at 5 years ago, it's a big difference, man. I feel so much more free, so much more at peace. And I'm going to share, what's helped me get to that point. So the first thing that has helped me, that really flipped the switch for me, is realizing what the source of worrying is. What is the source of all worrying? Why do we worry? And this is the reason that has made the most sense to me. Not claiming to make general universal truths in the world, just saying what makes the most sense to me. Is that it's because we care about the outcome. We have set a preference for how we would like things to be. That's why we worry about anything. Why do you worry about a test? Because I prefer to get a good grade. I don't prefer to have a bad grade. Why do you want there to be good weather? Because I have decided I want there to be good weather. Why do you want someone to respond back to your text? Why do you worry about that text? Because you want them to respond back. You have set a preference about what you want. I want things to go my way. I don't want things to not go my way. And that's why all of my worries stem from that right there. And it's just like the Buddha said. The source of all suffering is desire. It's because we desire things to be a certain way. I have a way I want things to be, a way I desire things to be. And I'm worrying, I'm suffering about it. That's what worrying does. It makes us suffer. I'm worrying and suffering and overthinking about, I hope it goes my way. I hope it doesn't not go my way. I'm afraid of what might happen. And I really want things to happen the way I want it to happen. And I'm worrying and overthinking about it all. That's the source of all of my worrying. So what do we do with this information now, right? And here has been the answer for me. It's being less particular. It's being more flexible, more accepting of outcomes for the way they are. It is letting go of rigid expectations and embracing some of the uncertainty in life. I may interview for a job or an internship, and I've done everything I could to prepare and do a good interview, and at a certain point, I have no control over if they're going to accept me or not. I had this literally happen to me. I applied for an internship, and I thought the interview went well, and it didn't, and I didn't get the internship. When I didn't get it, I was worried, and I was emailing back them asking like why, and I was worried about like, oh no, I didn't get things to go my way, and now I'm overthinking about this. What did I do wrong? What did I do? And I'm worrying and overthinking about this, and it's causing me to suffer. And what the epiphany was for me was realizing, hold on, the reason I'm suffering is because I'm being so particular. I've set a desire in my mind of how I want things to be. I want to have this internship. I need to have it my way. And because it didn't go my way, now I'm, what happened? What happened? And what I realized is now, and instead I took this approach, right? And I was like, okay, things are the way they are. I do not get to control that. It is accepting reality for what it is. That has been the biggest thing that has helped me not overthink and not worry. It's just saying, hey, reality is what reality is. The way you don't get happier by getting things to go your way. You get happier by, no, all right, I'm overthinking. Ha! You know what? I'm going to keep this in the video because I was going to cut this. I'm going to keep this to show right now. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to break this down right now. Here's what I'm doing. I am overthinking about the way I speak. I'm worrying about the way I'm saying something because I care about the outcome. I care about how my message is going to be perceived. I'm worried. I've set a preference that I want people to hear this and receive the message well. So now I'm worrying and overthinking about how it's going to be, and it's disrupting the natural flow of the video. You know, it's not even helping. So one thing that I really want to address with this, right, is what about when it comes to things that are like a lot more like impactful than getting a good grade on a test or worrying about what someone thinks about me or worrying about what the weather's going to be? What about something more intense? In these situations, there's a certain peace that comes from doing everything we possibly can and then saying, okay, I've done what I can do, and the rest is out of my control. The rest is what reality is. So at that point, it's either reality is what it's going to be, and at that point it's I'm either going to suffer about it or I'm not going to suffer about it. And I'm going to apply this to my back because I would consider this a more serious, intense issue. Worried about the quality of my life. It hurts to sit. I carry a big ass pillow around everywhere I go, into restaurants and shit, and I have to stand up every 30 seconds. And I worry about, oh no, is this how it's going to be for the rest of my life? But then I think, okay, am I doing everything I can about the situation? Yes, I am. I've seen multiple doctors, multiple PT places. I'm doing PT consistently and being so disciplined about it. I'm not eating inflammatory foods. I'm doing everything I can. So at a certain point, whatever the reality of my back is going to be, I want to accept that. If it's going to be fully healed, I accept that. If it's going to stay exactly where it is for the rest of my life, I'm still going to do everything I possibly can do, try literally everything. But then at a certain point say, hey, I'm doing what I can, so I accept whatever reality is, because I don't get to control the rest of that. And that's been the biggest thing. Right? It's just what reality is. You know, I don't want to keep repeating myself over and over again, but there's just like, it plays a big impact on my quality of life. I'm gonna, just to really illustrate this example, like, you know what? Let's come down here. See all these leaves? What if I said, I can only be satisfied once all the leaves are facing this way, and I have to flip them all over and make them all face this way? That's a great way for me to suffer, because I have set an unrealistic expectation for reality, and now I'm not going to be satisfied because this is something I can't control. Even I cannot do anything about that. right? So that's what I'm saying, like, we do with everything in life. Like, even like, I'm running late for work. Oh no, okay. Do whatever we can to get there on time, not be unsafe and speeding like crazy, but we're gonna do what we can to get there on time. And at a certain point, it's out of my control. So I'm going to accept the reality. If I'm late, I accept that. It's learning to accept the things that I have been uncomfortable with accepting. Even in a breakup, I've been dumped, man, and it sucked and it hurt. And then sitting there worrying, overthinking about, like, oh no, is she gonna want to come back? It was, well, how do I, blah, blah, blah. Am I gonna be okay without her? Worrying and overthinking about all of that. But instead, one of the biggest things, really the biggest thing that has helped me get over that is not being so particular about the outcome. Learning to accept reality for what it is. You know, and I don't want that to have a harsh connotation, like, accept reality. You know what I mean? It's more, it's a joyous thing. I embrace life. I embrace life for what it is. I'm no longer rejecting things. I embrace. You know? And then you can't be unhappy. Like, yes, some things are going to bother us, you know? But then we apply this logic to it, and this has just been my experience, man. It's really helped. So, anyways, I'm gonna end the video there because I've been trying to have my videos not go for as long, but I hope that was helpful. I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself a lot in this video, but now I'm being judgmental of myself when I shouldn't be, because in reality, this was just my authentic message, and I have pure intentions, and I'm just trying to, like, say something that has helped me in hopes that maybe it helps somebody else, but I'm just putting it out there. So don't judge yourself, Travis, and now I'm talking. Don't judge yourself, anybody, and don't worry either, because it's gonna be okay. Everything becomes okay when you become okay with everything. Peace. And please like this video, and please comment down below if you want to support the channel, because it really helps me in the algorithms and helps me grow. I love you. Thank you for watching, and peace.